This video is sponsored by TCL CSOT. Everyone, I'm Alex with Digital Trends, and we are here at MWC in Barcelona. This show is basically the global meeting point for what's next in mobile and connected tech. And one of the things I love about MWC is you get to see the stuff behind the stuff. Not just the phones and gadgets, but the components, the technologies, the backbone that shape what those devices can do. Right now we are heading into the TCL CSOT's booth. It's the display technology division within the broader TCL family, responsible for many of the screens people use every day. I'm sure you know them. This year the theme here is Super Pixel Beyond Limits, and the idea really sets the tone for everything we are about to see. Here at the show they are spotlighting a new technology called Super Pixel, along with their broader Apex philosophy and some intriguing IJP OLED concepts. Alright, let's start the tour right here with what TCL CSOT is really putting front and center this year, Super Pixel. When you hear a name like that, it sounds bold. But the core idea is actually pretty relatable. Most displays today are constantly balancing three things: clarity, efficiency, and smooth motion. Push one too far and the others can suffer. What they are trying to do here is bring those three together in a smarter way. And to explain that better, I joined by Mr. Liang, the director of TCL CSOT OLED R&D Center. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Liang. Can you explain in essence what this technology is?
Yes, it's a pixel display technology that nowadays develops for high PPI mobile displays that aims at our theme, Super Pixel Beyond Limits. The technology redefines next-generation display performance with a trifecta of benefits: high clarity, smart power use, and rapid refresh. It also matches TCL CSOT's Apex philosophy: amazing display experience, protective of eye health, eco-friendly to build and use, and acts unlimited imaginative potential, setting new standards for future of displays across the industry.
That trifecta is really the heart of this. High clarity, smart power use, and rapid refresh. And instead of treating those like separate checkboxes, the goal here is to design the pixel structure in a way that lets them support each other. Let's look at what that means in practice. Right here they are showing a portfolio of world's first Super Pixel mobile displays. Each one highlights a different strength. They are showing a full portfolio of Super Pixel mobile displays. And that's a key point. It's not just about higher numbers, it's about how those numbers translate into something you can actually feel. This first display focuses on clarity. When you look closely at text or fine details, the image feels crisp and clean. It's less about bragging rights and more about making everyday tasks like reading, browsing, and editing feel sharper and more refined. The second one is all about efficiency. We all know that battery life matters. If you can maintain strong image quality while reducing power draw, that changes how a device feels over the course of a day. It means less compromise. And then you have a high refresh display. Even if you are not a competitive gamer, smoother motion is something you notice immediately. Scrolling feels more fluid, animations feel more responsive. The whole interface just feels more alive. Together, these benefits, higher clarity, smarter power use, and rapid refresh, really define what Super Pixel is all about.
First of all, high clarity. It has equal sharpness comparable to WQHD SPR by increasing subpixel quantity by approximately 1.8%. It renders images that are more clear and finely detailed. Secondly, smart power use. Optimized data processing reduces power consumption by up to 25% while maintaining image quality. Finally, rapid refresh. With real RGB pixel layout design, Super Pixel requires less bandwidth than SPR, enabling higher refresh rate up to 40%.
What stands out to me is it's not about pushing one feature at the expense of everything else. It's about finding a better balance, and this isn't just a concept for the show floor. SuperPixel is already featured in Xiaomi 17 Pro Max using a 6.9-inch high-clarity display with 1200 by 2608 resolution and up to 3500 nits brightness, delivering WQHD SPR level sharpness with improved power efficiency. Honestly, that's very exciting to hear when a technology moves from the lab to something you can actually buy. That's when it really starts to matter. Now, SuperPixel is the headline here, but it sits within a bigger framework that TCL CSOT calls APEX. APEX is essentially their innovation philosophy. It stands for amazing display experience, protective of eye health, eco-friendly to build and use, and X, unlimited imaginative potential. Instead of focusing only on specs, it's about how displays feel to use and how they fit into broader ecosystem of devices. You can see that philosophy across the booth. On the amazing display experience side, they are showing one of the brightest OLED mobile displays here at the show. The goal isn't just extreme brightness for the sake of it, but making screens easier to read in challenging environments, like outdoors in direct sunlight. For protective of eye health, they're introducing natural light eye care technology. That means reducing glare and making long sessions of reading or streaming more comfortable, especially under strong lighting conditions. Eco-friendly to build and use focuses on reducing energy consumption while maintaining strong image quality. Displays are one of the most power-hungry components in mobile devices, so improving efficiency has a real impact. And then there is X, unlimited imaginative potential. That's where you start to see smaller, more experimental form factors like the ultra-compact micro-LED display designed for lightweight AR glasses. It's a glimpse at what future wearable displays could look like. Finally, we have IJP OLED. TCL CSOT has been developing IJP OLED for more than a decade. The idea here is to rethink how OLED panels are manufactured by introducing breakthrough in high-precision process with a focus on scalability, efficiency, and flexibility across different sizes and formats. Instead of being limited to one type of device, TCL CSOT has shown that IJP OLED can work across mobile devices, notebooks, and larger monitors. For example, here's an ultra-thin, rigid IJP OLED notebook display. It's incredibly slim and lightweight, which opens the door to thinner, lightweight laptops without sacrificing visual quality. Then there is this foldable and portable IJP OLED monitor. It folds down to something compact, then opens into a much larger immersive display. It shows how display technology can adapt to new ways of working and creating. And on the mobile side, they are also demonstrating a real stripe RGB IJP OLED display. The focus there is clarity and color accuracy, continuing that theme of delivering visual improvements you can actually see. So as we wrap up the tour, SuperPixel is clearly the star of the show, bringing clarity, efficiency, and smooth motion together in a new way. But what's interesting is how it connects to a broader vision. Through APEX and IJP OLED, TCL CSOT isn't just chasing specs. They are thinking about how displays feel, how they perform in real-world environments, and how they will evolve across devices in the future. And that's what makes this booth worth stopping at here at MWC 2026.